One day, 4 stops, one unforgettable parish. I had been planning to explore Portland for months. Then I found Deino Stevens of Yaad Unlocked Tours.
Hello everybody, I'm Deino Stevens, founder of Fall Tours and Yaad Unlocked Tours. And today we're going to take you on a cultural experience of this beautiful community, Moortown. You're going to learn a little bit about the Maroons and their way of life. And of course, visit Nanny Falls.
After I shared my list of must-see places, he sent back an itinerary that covered every single one of them. Right then and there, I knew I was in good hands. And Portland did not disappoint, not even a little. Deino picked me up in Kingston, right on time, and from that first moment, everything was seamless. He is a son of Portland, born and raised, and the knowledge he brings to every stop is not something you can find on Google. It lives in him because he grew up there, because he loves it, because it is home. He is punctual, professional, and genuinely fun to spend a day with. He will make sure you see exactly what you came to see. I am already planning my next tour with him, and I am enthusiastically recommending him to every single person watching this video. If you are already feeling this journey with me, do me a favor and gently tap that like button. It helps us keep bringing you these real, off-the-beaten-path Jamaican experiences that you are not going to find in any guidebook. Now, buckle up, because we are going deep into one of Jamaica's most stunning parishes, hitting 4 incredible stops in a single day. And by the end of this video, you are going to want to clear your entire schedule and get yourself to Portland immediately. Our first stop was Fishdun Falls, tucked away in the peaceful community of Silver Hill in Portland. The moment we pulled up, I understood exactly why people never stop talking about this parish. You walk in, and you are surrounded by the kind of thick, lush green that makes you exhale without even thinking about it. The falls cascade gently over rocks into a deep pool that is clear, cool, and refreshing. Getting in feels less like swimming and more like stepping into a painting. I did not rush, and Deino gave me time to just be there, to swim, to breathe it all in. That is the thing about going with someone who knows a place the way he knows Portland. You do not feel like you are being rushed through a checklist. You feel like you are being hosted. From Fishdun, we made our way to World Pool. And this is where I need you to stop whatever you are doing and pay attention. World Pool is a natural swimming basin fed by mineral springs, flowing straight from the Blue Mountains. The water is turquoise, and here it is, sitting right in the middle of Portland's jungle like it's nothing. Deino told me that locals have considered World Pool a sacred healing site for generations. The mineral-rich water has long been believed to have restorative properties. The color of the water actually changes throughout the day, from a deep turquoise in the morning to a bright, almost electric blue in the afternoon, as the sunlight shifts and hits the limestone base at different angles. After World Pool, we headed to Charlestown for the Maroon cultural experience. And this is the stop that I feel most strongly about. Every single person who visits Portland should make time for this. Charlestown is one of Jamaica's historic Maroon communities, and the moment you arrive, you feel the weight of what happened here. The history, the sacrifice, the absolute refusal to accept anything less than freedom. The Maroons lived under one banner, freedom or death, and spending time in Charlestown helps you understand, in a very real and personal way, exactly what that meant. We walked through the Asafu Yard, which is the community's gathering space and the community museum, learning about the history, the politics, and the heroes who shaped one of the most remarkable resistance movements in the history of the Caribbean.
In France, we say Aquaba.
Bienvenue.
Yeah.
Bienvenue.
All right.
Aquaba. Welcome.
So it is actually a language from Africa, from amongst the Akan people, even the Ashanti people from Ghana. Yes, because the Ashanti people from Ghana has left, they are the most impactful group of all Africans that were here. So they have left majority of their culture here in these islands, especially amongst the indigenous people who are the Maroons. All right?
Yeah.
The chief?
The chief is a donkey.
And there's an umbrella over his head, right? Now, Different chiefs sometimes will march in with their community, the 2 escorts and the village behind them. But some chiefs will be carried in on the shoulders of strongmen in a specially designed chair. But there is one significant, and that's the umbrella.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Yes. The umbrella.
I like
Haile Selassie in Ethiopia.
like
The
this.
umbrella because he's a part of the Akan family.
Yeah.
Now, what that shows that the bigger the umbrella is the more wealth or power of that chief or king.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Now, it states that if a couple was infertile, they'll do a special ceremony and place that doll at the main entrance of their house. And within months, the couple will be fertile and start reproducing. All right? Now, if you look on these columns, you can see different carvings.
Yeah.
And these carvings are symbols. These are Adinkra symbols. All right? And these play a special role within our in our community and in our culture. This is the sun, right?
Yeah.
And we know the purpose of the sun in our everyday life. All right? If you look on that carving over there, you can see where the ladder is incorporated in that. Now, that is actually teaching you about the Middle Passage. And the Middle Passage is the transportation of enslaved Africans from Africa to different parts of the world.
And then I did something I had not planned on doing. I bought an abeng from the Maroon craft store. An abeng is a horn made from a cow's horn that the Maroons used to communicate across the mountains during battle. I also got to watch traditional Maroon drumming and dancing. I am not exaggerating when I say the energy is infectious. These are living traditions, passed down through generations, being kept alive by the people of Charlestown right now. You are not watching a performance. You are witnessing a culture that survived everything and is still here. Our last stop was the Moortown Maroon community, where I experienced the Nanny Falls tour, also owned by Deino, and named in honor of Queen Nanny herself, national heroine and legendary leader of the Windward Maroons.
Is where we call bump grave, otherwise known as a safari yard. It is also a burying ground, and this is the area where whenever the chief or the community, known also as a colonel, whenever we have community meetings, this is where they would come and held those meetings. So like matters of the community, this is where they would come and have it. And this is also the burying ground of our Queen Nanny of the Maroon. And some may think she is beneath this monument, but she is not. She's not directly beneath this monument. She is buried on property, but not beneath this monument. Or we call it godi. And you can use this to make bracelets, you can use it to make cups, you can use it to make dish, you can use it to make handbags. So you cut the tops, scoop out the inside, and then you put it to dry. You can even make designs on the outer shell. Use it to wash your pots and all of that. When we go river and we cook, this is what we use to wet it in the water, and then you scrub the pot. This
soap bush.
plant, soap bush, it is also good for if you are diabetic, you have a cut, it won't heal. You can use this plant, make a paste from it, rub it out, you get some water, you wet it, you rub it until it makes a paste. It's going to take some time, but you get the idea. You make some paste with it, and then you put it on the wound. The people don't use it for their cuts, but whenever animals have wounds, they put this on there, and it will just dry it up. The same soap bush, so it's multi-purpose.
While there, I also had the chance to visit the Moortown Maroon Museum.
Now, if you look at that painting there, that's depicting what is known as the Cromante play. Cromante play. The Moortown Maroons mastered the Cromante play, which derived from Africa, from esoteric languages and culture and history and things like that. That's how it is being done. And the backdrop is in the Blue Mountains, which is the original Nanny town. which is in the Blue Mountains.
Okay.
As this community would have been in the town, which was brief. Yeah, so here we have artifacts, we have crafts, we have weapons. It's called a spear in English and European term, yeah?
Yeah.
But in the Cromanti name is the Junga.
Junga.
And the Twi name is Asuno Jada. Weapon that defends and feeds us, yeah?
Okay.
So this is like a fire, this is like a matches or a lighter. This is known as a tinderbox, yeah? Used to make fire. Okay. Yeah? You fill this with dry stuff, special type of dry wood. And then you fill it you just put this a piece of flintstone. So you just keep tapping with another piece of flintstone and metal, and then mash it fine.
So you put some dry something in there, and then the sparks.
Sparks ignites and catch a dry stuff.
Okay.
Fire, yeah? These are clips for your hair, made from coconut shell.
Okay.
Yeah. Haben. Primitive telephone.
Okay.
This is what our ancestors used to communicate across the Maroon spectrum from the east to the west. Yeah?
I had heard about Nanny Falls before, but nothing quite prepares you for actually being there. The surrounding terrain once served as a natural fortress for the Maroons, helping them defend their freedom and protect their community during colonial times. Every rock face, every ridge, every winding path through those hills meant something. It kept people free. There is a short hike before you reach the falls. Beautiful, green, and worth every step. The water tumbles down into a pool that locals believe has been spiritually significant for centuries. It is said that Queen Nanny herself used these falls as a place of renewal and strategy. So when you step into that water, you are not just taking a swim. You are standing in a place where one of the most powerful, most fearless women this island has ever known once stood. I stood there, watching the waterfall, thinking about everything that had to happen for this place to still exist, for these stories to still be told, for me to be swimming there, learning them. This is Portland. It's a whole experience that stays with you long after you leave. If you are planning a Portland trip, and you absolutely should be, contact Yaad Unlocked Tours and let Deino take care of the rest. I promise you, this is one of the best decisions you will make for your Jamaica itinerary. Portland is waiting for you. Fish Dun Falls, World Pool, Charlestown, Nanny Falls, and so much more.